Good morning, folks. Welcome to Transwest Truck Trailer RV. It's very windy today, but we're going to get started on one of our last remaining 2024 Freightliner M2 106 Plus with the Summit hauler conversions. We're going to start out at the front here. This one's a little bit different than what the other ones were actually showing. This one has a customized grille. They're all customized, but this one's blacked out. I love the way this looks. I think it looks very clean. It's a flat mat right here, but it's a gloss on the actual grille, but I think it pops really, really well. But going down below here, you have patented the Freightliner 3-piece bumper right here. If anything does happen to you, and it's just on this right corner right here, you can just replace that instead of replacing the entire thing. Saves a little bit on cost. Down below there, we have the 2 recovery hooks. And then of course your radar right here is part of your safety system for your front end crash alert. Makes it so that if you're coming up to somebody and you haven't hit the brake, it will brake for you. On top here, we've got our compressed fiberglass hood, very, very durable. It pays off for a lot of hail that we get here, but I'm assuming a lot of people get hail a lot of places, but it's very durable against that. It's not gonna give you the pits like the normal aluminum or steel hoods would actually do. So very, very durable. But we're gonna hop in here. Very, very easy to actually open this thing. As you just see, I'm not, the Hulk. It's very, very easy to actually do. But in there, we have our patented Cummins L9 engine. It has 360 horsepower at 1,150 pound-feet of torque. It is coupled with the, goodness gracious, I can't actually talk today, I apologize. The 3200 TRV transmission. And as you can see, it's very open right here. It's very easy to work with if you're mechanically inclined. Up top there, you've got your coolant. Down below there, you've got your air filter. And you can see your dipstick right here. And right here, you have your fuse panel, if you ever need to look under there. That's one of 2 fuse panels. The other one is on the inside. I will show you where that's at. Right here you have your power steering, and then right here your fuel filter water separator. Cool little feature in here is the battery ever does die, you just need to jump. You've got the 2 leads just right there, your negative and your positive. So you can just give it a little bit of a jump, and I will show you where the actual batteries are located. And down below here, you have your custom, this goes with the grill on the outside, blacked out wheel. I think it really, really makes it pop. But these are 255 ADR 22.5s, a very, very nice wheel. But also what we always add in there is the wheel balancers. It's an extra drum in there, so it's balancing out the wheel to keep as much surface area on the ground as possible. It'll make it so you're not skipping down there if you don't have a heavy load on there as well. I'm gonna push this down just so you show how easy it is to actually shut this too. It will fight you, I'll just let you know about that, but you just push it down like this because it does have the gas struts pushing back on you, and that's a big safety feature that actually is added onto it. What it does is, if a big gust of wind came like today and you were working on there, it's not gonna just slam down on you, it's gonna push back, so you're not gonna get slammed and possibly get badly hurt. But when you're snapping it back down, very easy to do. One of 2 of your side mirrors. These are called breakaway mirrors. Breakaway as in if you hit something or something hits you, they will just break away like this. And then once you're done, it's gonna be saving cost effective. Powered mirrors up top. They are heated as well. And then of course you've got your signal on the outside right here. Engine block heater right here. So for those cold nights, you'll plug in to make sure that you are actually not gunking up your actual fuel. This is one of your 2 fuel tanks right here. They are both 50-gallon fuel tanks, one on each side. I will show you the other one. Looks similar to this, but it's just a little bit different because on this side you will have your DEF tank, which is a 6-gallon DEF tank. You're getting roughly about 350 miles per gallon, so you can, doesn't take you, you don't have to fill up all the actual time. In the side right here, on the driver's side, you've got your Summit hauler conversion, what I was telling you earlier. A beautiful black leather seat, very durable, looks nice. And on this one right here, it is an air ride. So you've got the air ride seats and the air ride cab. This is the adjustment for it. Just make sure you've got air in there, and then you can just release it going right back down. Right here is your lumbar support. And then right here, you've got your heated seat. It's pretty easy to start this thing up. Just got to make sure you have the keys. But one feature on here that I need you to do, kick it into accessories mode whenever you're starting it up. All the electronics will come on. It's going to take about 5 seconds. You're going to hear it click, and then you're actually going to turn it on. If you're not a daily driver on this, the Freightliner has a patented kill switch, which is located right here. So what that does, if you're just going and you're you're a month-to-month driver, not a day-to-day driver, you'll kick that off and it'll actually turn off all electronics so you're not running out your batteries. I'm gonna give this a shot right here. Look in the back right here. This right here is your three-piece sofa, or the three-piece sofa, three-passenger sofa. Very comfortable if anybody's traveling with you, but the best thing about it, at DOT regulates this as a bed, and you just need to go down as like so. And then if you need to catch a couple of Z's, just put it down. One feature on this one, or one thought on this one, just make sure when you're moving this down that no weight is on it, no kids, no luggage or anything like that. It tends to burn out the motor a little bit quicker than we want. So, and then down below here, this is your cover for your batteries. There's 2 batteries in there. If you need to service them or change them out, very, very easy to do. Just the 1, 2, 3, and then the 4th bolt right in the back, but very, very easy to do. And down below this, you've got your trickle charger right here. If you need to top off those batteries, you can do it, but you can also charge something else if you want. If you needed to charge something, you can do it as well. Going down this entire track system right here, it goes all the way down. These are the step-up bars. It's very, very large. It makes it so that it's a large surface area, so you're not going to slip if there's buildup of ice or if there's just a lot of water. It'll make it so you're not going to actually slip on there. Right above there is one of 2 of this size storage. Open it up. It is lockable, but inside there it is diamond plated. Very durable if you need to do anything or store anything. Got a fire extinguisher, and the greatest part about that is an air line right there. So if you need to fill up your tires or blow anything out like inside the cab, or if you need to fill up any other tires on the outside, you can do that as well. Like I said, they are lockable, and if you did see in there, there's weather stripping in there to keep it as dry in there as possible. As you can see, on the bed, it is an aluminum cab, aluminum bed. It is diamond plated, very durable. Up top here on the headache bar is the start of your camera system. It is our Voyager system, and you can add up to 4 cameras on that. You can do it hardwired, or you can do it wirelessly like they like to offer right now. If you can see that there are 2 extra holes there where you can add an exterior storage bin if you'd like. It's a nice feature that we can actually provide for you here. Coming down here, you're gonna see the track system. If you need to tie anything down, it has a 1,000-pound weight limit. A nice system that we add in here, but in the middle here, this is what we call our trough system. It is where you're going to be hooking up to either your 5th wheel or your gooseneck. Right now, we've left it open to whatever you want. There is a solid steel plate there that weighs down the actual back of the actual truck, and then you can add either your gooseneck ball or your 5th wheel. Coming down here, you're gonna see the bottom of here. This is where you're hooking up for your electronics for your trailering. And right here, this is the electronics for your Voyager system if you have a camera in your actual trailer, which is a nice feature that we added on there. But like I said, you can do it the hard wire, which is this, or you can do it wirelessly as well. This is something we've added to these ones. It's a Gen Y heavy duty hitch. This is customizable however you would like. You can raise up the height of it however you would like, but you can also change this out whatever you want. Right now we've got the 2 5/16 ball on there, 2 inch down below. I know that the 3 inch is coming pretty popular. You can change that out as well. Coming around the side here, I missed the other storage bin, so we're gonna open up this one. This is where you would normally store like your chains, road flares, or anything like that. But like I said, diamond plated, weather stripping on it, and once again, it is lockable right there. There's 2 of those, 2 of that size, and then there's the 2 of this size. Like I was telling you earlier, this is an aluminum bed, aluminum cab. Very, very durable. But a lot of people would say, hey, that might be a problem because it's lightweight. Well, like I was going over earlier, there's a steel plate in the back that we put on all of our vehicles to weigh that down so you're not just jumping up and down if you not have a heavy load on there. We're gonna jump in the passenger seat up front right here to see what the extra space that you have for your passengers. And one of the key features I was gonna go over, here's all the controls for your seat right here, but behind this panel right here is where you have your second set of fuses. All you gotta do is just lift up from the bottom, pop it right off. It's very easy to actually look at and do whatever you need to do with it. We'll look in the back right here. And as you can see, you see the other side of it, but when he hops up in there, he's gonna show you the back of the console. This shows you've got extra places for power if you need to power anything that you really need. You know, your margarita mixers, your laptops, or anything like that. I'm gonna hop around and come in the front, and we'll go over the inside of the cab of this. But as you can see, it's a very, very nice setup in there. And as you're looking there, you're gonna see how big this windshield is. It's a very, very large windshield, 2,500 square inches of windshield, so you're able to see out. You can see everybody, and you're making yourself aware. But the most important thing is the Detroit Assurance right here. This right here is another part of your radar system like we were going over when we first started the video. This is for your lane keep assist. And once again, your front end crash alert, both coupling together so we're all being safe if you're not paying attention. We're gonna stay up top here. This is your camera system, the Voyager system, what I was going over. This is one, it only has one camera right now, but like I said, you could hook up to 4 and you would cycle through just very easily, just like this. Camera 1, camera 2, camera 3, camera 4. But it also does a split screen of 1 and 2, then 1, 2, and 3, and then 1, 2, 3, and 4. Your air horn up here. A secondary mic for your Bluetooth up here. So when you're hooked up, you're keeping as hands-free as much as possible. And then down here, I'm gonna have my cameraman kind of shoot over towards the door here. This is kind of important to go over because it's not like normal windows. So it has a 4-door and there's 4 windows, all controlled by these 2 switches right here. To control the back, you would just click this over to the rear and then you'll have controls of the rear. Just make sure that you want to get back to the front, you just hit that. There's your defroster and then your adjustments for the side mirrors right there. And then of course, locking and unlocking. And now we'll hit the front here. All these are controls for your steering wheel. These side are the controls for the digital dash right there, just letting you know what's going on with it. If you want to have the tripometer, your speedometer, whatever you would like, and then you have your gauges right here. RPMs, speedometer, and then your oil pressure. Right here, there's 2 levers for the actual fuel, but one of them is actually for the DEF. So the blue is DEF, and then the white is for your actual fuel. Right side, you've got your air pressure, and then your water temperature right to the right. On this right side right here, you have controls for your Bluetooth, and then your cruise control right here. I'll try and show you this as much as possible, but it's kind of a bad angle. But this is where your gear shift is to go. Your transmission is just right here for your Allison transmission, drive and then reverse. But you can also set up to a manual mode right here. But there's another key on here. This is where your engine brake is. If you're wanting to do that, you're just gonna go up and down right here. So if it's all the way up, it's off. You're gonna go medium, high, medium, and low just by going down like that. But to going up and down in the gears, you're gonna press down, and then coming back up in the gears, you're gonna come back up this way. Right here are the controls for your trailering air, and then this is for the truck air. Controls for your subwoofer for the stereo system, which is actually a very nice system. Right here, if you have electronic brakes on your trailering, this is the control. You can set your gain, whatever you'd like right there. Hazards, dome light, footwell light, and then your pre-trip light. Obviously, the pre-trip one is a very important one because you're wanting to get on the road, but you got to make sure that all your indicator lights are working. You would hit that. What that's going to do is actually kick it on, and then you'll get outside. It takes about a minute to start, and it'll actually start all your indicator lights, making sure that everything is on and being safe. Right here, these are optional switches that you can add onto it. A lot of people like to do light bars up front. Sometimes we do it, but it's just, up front, you're just illuminating the way, but some like to put another winch up there if they'd like. Stuff like that you can actually do with it. All these 4 buttons are for your safety systems. The first 3 are always on. This is your automatic braking assist, your lane departure warning, and then your traction control. Like I said, they're always on. This is the buttons to turn them off. This 4th button is your shutdown override. It's a very important button. If something's going on with the engine, it's gonna let you know on the dashboard. It's gonna say, hey, the engine's gonna shut down in 45 seconds. What that button will do is keep that engine on, and it'll keep it running until you get to a safe spot to the side of the road or a rest stop, wherever we're just trying to not be in the middle of traffic. So that's what that button is actually for. This is your rear air, your heating, or your cooled and your heating right here, and then your fan speed's gonna be right here. Down below here, button for your locking differential for those slippery days. Suspension dump right here. If you're getting onto a low trailer or a very low trailer and you're trying to hook up, what you'll do is you'll hit that button, it just lets out the air and drops it even more. Right here, HDMI, USB-A. These are totally for hookups for the main screen right here. This is your infotainment right here. And we have Apple and Android CarPlay, as you can see here. Your navigation is on here as well. If you don't want to use Apple and Android CarPlay, that would just be that button. But it's pretty intuitive. You don't need to be a computer whiz to actually navigate around with this. But volume just right here, very easy to actually handle. Down below, we've got our AC system right here. This is all set up for your heating and cooled for the actual main part of the cab in the front. Fan speed, your different zones, and then your heating and cooled. Recycled air right here. And then you're gonna see a very large middle console right here. These cup holders are just massive, but they're very easy to clean if you just gotta pull them out right there if anything does spill in there. But you got 4 of them right there, and then a very large storage area right here. But that basically breaks down this Freightliner M2 106 Plus with the Summit hauler conversion. If you're interested in this one or any of the other ones on our lot, feel free to get a hold of me on my phone. It's down below, but it's 303-503-3305, or you can email me at paul.lavoy@transwest.com. Thanks for spending some time with me. Have a great day.